Hello. Hi, hello. Welcome to the Teapot Reads. My name's Sam. I'm the Teapot. This is what I'm currently reading, and I'm a little scatterbrained today. It has to do with the fact that I really wanted to film this, and I've been looking forward to this, and nothing was really going to stop me from filming this today, but I did get an eyelash in my eye, which sounds like it's not traumatic, but for me is just absolutely fucking atrocious, and it kind of set me back the whole day. But basically, we're letting my dice, my D&D dice, pick my TBR. I don't typically do TBRs because I don't stick to them very well. So this isn't going to be like a strict, these are the next 10 books I'll be reading. These are just 10 books that I want to read based off my dice within the span of a year. So hopefully a year from now I can sit down, do a video where I either wrap it up or do another round because I'm like, it was so successful. So that's fingers crossed. That's what we're hoping for. This is my dice box that my friend made me. I absolutely love it. Its eyes follow you because that's not creepy at all. And we're going to be using the dice that I use for D&D. I have a couple sets of dice, but this is the only set I actually use. It's the only set I actually trust. And I got them in a Stranger Things, like, starter kit. This is my dice tower I'll be using. This was a gift a while ago because I play on a really tiny table, so I needed a dice tower because things were going everywhere. So we're going to cut away to, like, footage I already filmed of me describing what shelf is going to be what number according to the dice. So the way we're going to do it, because I have 7 bookcases, I've got these 2 here, which are actually my oldest ones. This guy, these 2, and then obviously this one, which I just call like the fancy shelf because it's different, and then my cubbies for classics, so that's 7 total. That's not a real pile, that's gonna be unhauled. But there's a pile back here, piles here, these 2 piles here, and then a pile here as well. These are also like all qualifying for this challenge. We're not, well, we'll count this as like part of the pile, I guess. I'm gonna count the piles as like 8. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the piles collectively are 8. And the piles will start like shelves. It'll be 1, 2 down here, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I think most of the shelves have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess we'll do a D8 for each of them. And then, like, if it's a number that I don't have, I'll just roll again. As for the cubbies, so, I mean, down here, that one that you can't see at all is all just Pokemon cards. But these are double stacked. So when it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But this is like triple stacked, and these are actually mostly triple stacked as well. So for those, we will do, we'll do a d20, I think. So it'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, something like that. I think, so like this one here we could probably do, so like 3 up top, 6, 7, 8, we'll just count this as part of the first one. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So that actually works better. So we'll do it that way. Because there's no middle rack there. And then this will just be part of the middle rack of that one. And let's get started with our first roll. That's a 5. So that's the one right behind your camera. Okay. That's a 9. Okay. And then the d20, so the book, that is an 11. So we're doing shelf 9, book 11. All right, interesting. I got Iron Knight. I read this book. I love this book. This is one of my favorite books for the longest time, but it is book 4 in the series. Maybe this is a sign I should reread the Iron Fae series. Probably just the first 4 because I really hated the spin-off that they did, but alright, this is interesting. This really was probably like top 5 books for years. I absolutely love this book. And the ending is one of my favorite endings. So, okay. Iron Knight. Interesting choice. Alright, next up, let's go. That is a 5 again, so we are on the same shelf. and a 6, or so a different, same case, different shelf, I guess. And then book number 7. All right. This is exciting. I have wanted to read the Inheritance Games for a while now. I'm totally okay with this edging its way super high on my TBR. Yes, Inheritance Games. If you haven't heard of this, this is like a huge TikTok book, or it was. I don't know if it still is. It's a mystery. I've heard it's a really good mystery. I think she basically is competing for an inheritance. It gives me sort of Knives Out vibes a little bit. Like competition, why a competition novel meets Knives Out. So I'm really excited for this one, actually. This one's exciting. And this TBR that I'm rolling for, this is not the order I have to read these books in. I just want to read them by a year from now. So this one will probably be sooner than the others. I also think Fairy Loot is doing like collector's editions of this series, which I wanted to buy anyway. So if I read this before then, I'll know for sure whether it's a good use of my money. Okay, bookcase 4, so that's right, it's that one. It's right next to where I've been pulling these books. Shelf 8. Book 9. Okay. Let's go see. And also what's interesting about these shelves, the lower they are on the bookcase, like the last 2 shelves of each bookcase on these 2 are books that I keep like shelved like this. So I don't know, like I know what's on there, but I don't know what's on there. What did I say? Number 9. Okay, let's go see. So here we've got the first Morganville Vampires bind up. I actually not too long ago reread Glass Houses. I mean, maybe 2 years ago now, but I did not reread Dead Girls Dance. So that's what I'm gonna say this counts for, not the whole bind up, because I feel like Glass Houses is still very like aware in my head. I read like the first 8 Morganville Vampire books years ago. And I have wanted to reread them for a while, so maybe this will kickstart that trend as well. It's very great. I love this vampire series. This one and Vampire Academy are probably my favorite vampire series that I read as a teenager. They're so good. Basically, Claire moves to this small town in Texas to attend a college. She's like 16, but she's attending college because she's a genius, and vampires rule the town. It's really solid. The reread of book 1 was a little bit of a letdown, but it was still good and enjoyable. And these are super quick reads, so this will probably take me like no time at all to reread. Interesting. So far we've gotten 2 like classic series that I was like super into when I was younger. Interesting. This is an interesting TBR. Okay, let's see what's next. Shelf 1. Okay. Shelf 5. So case 1, shelf 5, book 4. Case 5, book 4. Okay. You don't even know how perfect this is. I have been thinking about reading this book for, like, I've been like, this one next, no, this one next, no, not yet. I've been doing that for this book for ages now. This is City of Saints and Madmen by Jeff Vandermeer. This is the first in the Ambergris series, I think it is. They're interconnected, but I don't know if they're like properly a series. I actually featured this in my Books for Summer video as well, so definitely going to try to get to it this season. I am really excited for this one, actually. I'm gonna read you the back of this one. I know I haven't told you for all of these books what they're about. I think this one it deserves the description being read. In City of Saints and Madmen, Jeff Vandermeer introduces us to a cast of characters no less strange and compelling than the city of Ambergris itself. A would-be suitor discovers that a sunlit street can become a killing ground in the blink of an eye. An artist receives an invitation to a beheading and finds himself enchanted. An eccentric guide to Ambergris written by a down-and-out historian warns of impending doom for the city, and everywhere on the walls of courtyards and churches there grows an incandescent fungus of mysterious and ominous origin. For fans both new and old of Jeff Vandermeer, the Ambergris novels are essential reading. Welcome to Ambergris. We can't promise you'll leave untransformed, so this one sounds good. I want to read this one like outside, I think. So yes, very excited about this one. What roll was that? That was roll number 4. Okay. I brought a notepad so that I could write down what the titles were for my own remembrance, but have not been actually writing them down. So good job, Sam. Well fucking done. All right. Let's roll again. Shelf 2. 2, or I should stop saying shelf, case number 2, shelf 1, so that's the tippity top, book 15. Ooh, I don't have my step stool, so I can't reach it, but I can tell you what it is going to be. Most of these books are Simon Snow books. It's Simon Snow and Vampire Academy up there, so let's see, 15. Vampire Academy number 1. We are on this nostalgic kick. I've wanted to reread these too because the TV show is coming out soon. Okay. I'm more than happy to reread this. Vampires, not just vampires, nostalgic vampires. I'm loving this. This is great. This is lovely. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Okay, let's roll again. This is case number 6, so that's this one. Yeah, this case. Okay, case number 6, shelf number 6, and book number 12. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. The Gauntlet and the Fist Beneath. Not 100% sure what this one's about. I know it's epic fantasy. Came in a Goldsboro subscription. Let's see, what is it about? Fight the storm. Fight the storm. The endless wrought storm rages over the ruins of the Farron Empire. Flore would never let the slavers of the Empire rise again. As warrior of the Storm Guard commandos, she wrought horrors in the wrought storm to protect her people. She did her duty and left the bloodshed behind. Flore's peace is shattered when blazing orbs of light cut through the night sky and descend on her village. Her daughter is abducted, and Flore is forced into a chase across a land of twisted monsters and ancient gods. She must pursue the mysterious orbs whose presence could herald the return of the empire she spent her life hiding. Now Flore must take up the role she had sworn to put aside and become the weapon of the Storm Guard trained her to be, to save not only her daughter, but her people. I'll be honest, not super, captured by that description. We'll give it a try. Definitely give it a try. Oh, that was book 6. Wow. This is moving so fast. I hope this video isn't coming across as frazzled as I feel. Let's roll again. Case number 2. Shelf number 3. Book number 15. Okay, shelf 3, book 15. If this isn't a sign that my dice know what they're doing, I don't know what is. My dice pulled up Alloy of Law. I have actually read this one, but I've never read past this one in the second era of Mistborn, and the 4th and final one is coming out later this year. So yeah, this is perfect timing. I will read, and I will probably reread this one. I might reread it via audiobook because I remember not being super taken with it, but that's exciting. Cool, Alloy of Law. Maybe that'll jumpstart the whole series for me again. I love the original Mistborn trilogy as well. I don't think I have time to reread the original 3 this year, but maybe next year. I would love to do some sort of Brandon Sanderson read through, kind of like how I'm doing Robin Hobb. So maybe when I'm done with her, I will jump to him. And I'd love to do Cosmere in published order, because I've read a lot of the Cosmere books, but I've never dedicated myself, you know. All right, let's see. Case 5, shelf 2, book 15. I can actually count it from here. I'll just go grab it though. Yeah, my dice are really saying get your fucking act together, because they pulled Lady's Guide to Petticoats and Piracy. I have read Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue a million times at this point. I've never continued on past that, and I have wanted to. So the dice are it's finally time. All right, it is. It's finally time. It's finally time. A lot of these books I feel are summer vibing books as well. Like the Iron Fae series. Yes, very summery. Vampire Academy, no. Morganville, no. Those are both more autumn reads. But Lady's Guide, definitely a summer book. This is the penultimate roll. Or I guess the penultimate book we're rolling for. Case 6. So we've got this one again. Shelf 7. Book 18. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're on here. Oh, this is gonna be a hard shelf to do. Okay. The Art of the Dragon Prince. This will be a really easy one. It's an art book. It's an art book. This is unexpected. Okay. Maybe the dice are also telling me to to rewatch. That's quite possible. Final rolls. Let's see. What is the last book? What is book number 10? We have case 2. Okay, we're going back there. Okay. Case number 2. Shelf 4. Nat 20. So book 20. I was considering whether I should make like the D20 mean something else, but I'm okay with it meaning what it means. All right, let's go see Shelf 4, book 20. That's a bit of a funny story. There's only 5 books on Shelf 4. So I just went like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, and then realized 20 is divisible by 5. And the book it landed on is Empire of Gold by S.A. Chakraborty. I haven't read the other 2 in the series yet, so this is a kick in the ass to read the whole trilogy. Again, I've been thinking about this one for a while now. I actually recently picked up books 2 and 3 because I was like, I should just bite the bullet and buy them because I know I'm going to really like them, and I really want them on my shelf. So, Empire of Gold. Really, this final dice roll really said, I'm going to give you a whole trilogy. I'm going to give you a whole series to read. So, what did I end up with? What are the books? Iron Knight, which means I will probably reread the Iron Fae quartet. I think I'll do audiobooks for all of these. I'll be honest. I think it'll just be nice to listen to these. These are a summer read, but they could also be a springtime read. So I might do it soon. I might put this off near the end. Inheritance Games, autumn, I think, but I might do it sooner because I'm excited. Morganville, number 2, autumn read, definitely. Spooky Season, Ambergris, number 1. This might be the next, like the first one, I should say, on this list that I read. Vampire Academy, I'm so excited for this reread. The Gauntlet and the Fist Beneath. I'll just shove this into winter because I'm not super excited, but I'm not unexcited. Alloy of Law, might do this autumn just to see if I can catch up before the new book comes out. Ladies Guide to Petticoats and Piracy, I'll do this one over the summer. It's a summer read. Art of the Dragon Prince, I'll do that one probably right away. Or I'll make it the last one, you know, just end on a high note. And Empire of Gold. I don't know. I'm going to read that one. Maybe autumn, maybe winter. I think it could go either way. So yes, hopefully in a year I'll have read all 10 of these books, and I'll sit down and I'll be telling you my thoughts on them and then be doing this again because it's actually really fun. As frazzled as I feel, this is a good little game of playing. I definitely, like I said, don't stick to a strict TBR, but I think this is a fun way to do it. And I guess TBR updates, because why not? Since this is like a weird TBR video, I am currently reading Gideon the Ninth by Tamsin Muir. I'm not super far. I am enjoying it. I'm going to read Troubles by J.G. Farrell after this, which I'm really excited for, and then I'm going to basically be focusing my attention on diverse reads because I really want to read Anne of Green Gables, but I want to read them back to back to back, so that's 8 books, and I am trying to diversify my reading tastes. If you watch my wrap-ups, you know that, so I will probably do like 4 or 5 diverse books after Troubles, and then I will do finally the Anne of Green Gables reading vlog series that I have been promising for a while. And there are a couple diverse books on this list. So, not a couple. There's like 2. So those will probably be, if I read them, they'll be part of like the books I read before and right after I read Anne. I've had, I feel like, a fairly good run with books recently. Because I finished Babel, I finished Shadow of the Wind. Really the only like upset recently has been Hotel Magnifique, which I disliked and which is being unhauled immediately. Thank you for watching. If you like this content and you want to see more, and I promise most of the time I'm not this scattered, definitely consider subscribing. If you're already subscribed and we've watched the whole way through, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. If you are somewhere cold, I hope you're staying warm. If you're somewhere warm, I hope you're staying comfortable. Most of all, I hope you're reading a great book. I will see you guys next time. Bye!